Okay, we're working on chapter 3, problem number 23. The problem is a man is pushing a mop across the floor, causing it to undergo two displacements. The first has a magnitude of 150 centimeters and makes an angle at 120, which is the vector A, which is on blue. 150 is our magnitude and it's at 120. And the problem is the resultant displacement, which is R, has a magnitude of 140 at an angle of 35 to the positive x-axis. Find the magnitude of the direction of the second displacement. So our resultant displacement has an R cosine of 35 and it also has R sine of 35. Our vector on A has A cosine of 120 and A sine of 120. Okay, our two vectors, which was vector A is 150 at an angle of 120. That's vector A. The vector R was at 140 and is at 35, the angle. We know that R equals A minus B, which if you solve for B, you get B equals R minus A. I worked part of this already, so first we need to find our B on the X, which equals R cosine of 35, which was for the resultant vector, and for the A vector we have A minus cosine of 120, and then this is 120. Our B of X equals 140, which is our R, cosine of 35 minus 150 cosine of the angle of 120. If you solve for 140 cosine of 35, you get 144.681 minus, which is this, is 75, and our BX equals 189.681. Now we need to solve for the Y, the BY, which BY equals RY minus AY, or BY equals R sine of 35 minus A cosine of 120, which BY equals, our R was 140 sine of 35 minus our A is 150 cosine of 120. Our BY equals, if we solve for 140 sine of 35, we get 80.300 minus, when we solve for this, which equals 129.903. Our BY, which if you do this subtraction, you get negative 49.603. Now we do the Pythagorean theorem. Remember, our B of X, we had 189.681. This is our B of Y, B of X. We do the Pythagorean theorem, which is B equals the square root of 189.681 square this plus our b of y, which is negative 49.603, which we do the math and we get 196.051. Our magnitude was b equals 196. Now, in our problem, I also asked for the angle. So to get our angle, is, we're going to do the tangent inverse. So the tangent inverse of by over bx. Tangent inverse equals our b of y was negative 49.603. Our b of x, was negative 49.603. Our b of y equals b of x 189.684. This is our b of x, this is our b of y. So the tangent inverse is b of y over b of x. Our b of y is negative 49.603 divided by our b of y, which is 189.681. Which, if you do the math, you get for the angle, you get negative 15, which we got a negative and we want it on the positive axis. So in order to convert it to a positive axis, we have 360 minus 15, and we get 345 for our angle.